Finally got a shower, changed my clothes, so I gotta go up the thing and get water and soda. I don't really see my regular walk today because I'm not feeling well. My legs don't seem to hurt as much as they were, but I'm extremely bloated. So I was like completely flat too, like because I was taking my walks and sleeping right and stuff. So, um, just the latest in terms of how many times, okay, would people that have dementia be told to stop doing the same criminal acts before God just drops you to the floor dead? So I would expect that. Just waiting for it. Okay. The phone number is not blocked. I called it last night about 1 a.m. and I just called it. So the phone is on and it's ringing. Not that number is blocked. Okay? Just as an FYI. Okay. So clearly the two Facebook pages both have a photo of me and Brian, our wedding photo, and it says he's married. Okay, so Massachusetts law is I'm the next of kin, and you notify me if he's put in any type of facility. Because even if you were in jail, you get one phone call. So I believe that the 781 number he still had blocked because he probably didn't have a chance to unblock it. Okay, so when he unblocked it, now it's like 5 days ago, and sent me one text, which was a screenshot of Facebook. He never reblocked that number. Okay, so if he's somewhere, the phone isn't dead, it would go right to voice. And a phone rings and rings and rings and rings, and you see, I would assume it says Mary Buchanan. He puts names with the phone numbers, right, in his contacts, that you would go, who's Mary Buchanan? Because it's the same last name as the man. Okay. So we already just went through this with 2 hospitals at right around Thanksgiving time. Okay, it's not a fiance, it's his spouse, who is his next of kin, his power of attorney, and his healthcare proxy by law. So we found out Mass General lied in June. He didn't have to have that on a sheet of paper, but now he does have that on a sheet of paper. His therapist knows that. That's why the therapist called me. Social Security calls me. Okay? So, repeat the same criminal behavior before God just drops you to the floor. So, that's what happens. Just like the Indictus nonsense, remember that? And then that finally stopped. And then, like I told you, the landlords and the internet people that are blocking people. Okay, so, just part of profound morbid mental insanity. You were told to go back to regular USA in 2020. It's almost 2026. You were told by your president December was the deadline, and you're still doing it. And we're in December, right? Okay, so that's what's going on. You've got at least 2 schools in Massachusetts that have had to close because so many children are sick. It's from the thermonuclear weapons that has to take place. Okay, because when you have people that have dementia, they refuse to stop working, okay, and they're harming people and they're violating U.S. law, and they still refuse to stop working, they've got to just be dropped to the ground. That's just the way it goes. So, I already explained what happened at Bournewood, and a person shouldn't be allowed to do that. But this is even worse because not even a call comes. But you had him in a hospital first, and you didn't call me. You had him on a hold, and then you sent him to another place, and he was on at least a 3-day. And he calls me because he doesn't want to get sectioned because he's a drug addict. And he tells me, oh, you can have visitors, but don't come. He does it on purpose, and then he pretends a panic attack to get out of me, and you keep giving it to him. and you know that you're not supposed to be doing it. I know from the psychiatrist it's Baldwin. Okay, and he has brain injury. You're not supposed to be giving a person like that Klonopin, benzos. Okay, but the people, I already know someone gave him drugs in April, and that's why he started acting like that. Okay, because he was on something and then like needing to use it again. And then probably around November, someone did it again. And then you have this weird person that's picking him up outside of Smith's and taking him to drink, and he has a brain injury. And you know that he's married. There's a ring. He tells everyone he's married. Okay, so all you people, I don't know if you're sick yet. It's probably worse if you're not sick. Just to let you know, I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay, so when I was in the house in Hyde Park, Barbara, you could tell she was in pain. My knees were getting swollen and stuff like that, and the dog could go up down the stairs briefly, and then that would go away. Tom Kent never reported any symptoms like that. And when I said something about my knees, he goes, "Oh, is that because of your medical condition?" I just kind of looked at him like, "Okay, he's dead. He dropped dead on the bathroom floor." Okay, so that's what I'm explaining to you. It's worse for you if you haven't had these symptoms. You probably think everyone else must be getting sicker before you. Okay, well, his mother with the bad knees lived another 2 years. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about with the shoulder, remember that incident and the legs locking up? It's because you have no immunity. Okay, so even the sister who had a bowel obstruction from bowel cancer and had her colon removed, she had aches and pains. Okay, so that was probably 2 years before she had a complete blockage and had to have her colon removed. And she had a fight. The only reason they did it is because she couldn't poop. Just know that you're not New Year. She didn't get special treatment. And then all they do is give you guys chemo. That's what they do. It helps keep you calm. Just know that. So, I guess that's about it. She's here, but she's in the other room. I'm sure that's disturbing when you just hear someone talking. So anyway, some text messages, just called the phone, let it go to voicemail, didn't say anything. So clearly, I'm sure that he knows if he's conscious what the issue is. Okay, right. So you go, all right. So you've got, what is it, 5 days ago now? Okay, he's on Facebook. He gets upset or angry, whatever. He blocks me. He doesn't. He defriends me and blocks me. So he did not change his status or the photo. Just, it doesn't matter what people make up in their heads or what you say when you're on drugs. Okay, he goes into the Facebook. This is a couple of days ago because I went and looked. Other people use Facebook that he doesn't know to block. Okay, he posted that's public. It looks like he removed everything I said and removed the video of me, but he didn't change his photo or his marital status. Okay, he then texts me that he unblocked because at first he had both phone numbers blocked, so it's all mighty obviously for whatever's going on right now because people would claim he doesn't want to be with you, he blocked you. This is what Brian does. Anyone that knows Brian should know that. Right. So clearly if you do that shit and something actually happens to you, like happened in June, it causes a problem. Because people are completely criminally deranged. I didn't block a hospital's phone number. Right. They would say, "Oh, we didn't see a phone number in the phone." That's the problem with blocking people. It's not a good idea to do that because they clearly have your phone. They can get into it. Okay. It doesn't matter on it. And clearly the battery isn't even dead. Okay, so I kind of doubt he's just out and about, but it's possible, right? Just don't answer a phone. Don't, in retaliation, block it because sometimes he does that. Okay, so He texts and says, I unblocked this number. Somebody was talking about you on Facebook, and he took a screenshot of it and sent it to me. And then I said, who 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 said I already know all that? And then I told him my actual diagnosis: polycystic kidney disease, polycystic liver disease, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And then I haven't heard anything since on either phone. The other phone, I'm thinking he still has that number blocked. So, just as an FYI, a phone doesn't ring if it's blocked. Even if the phone is dead, it goes right to voicemail because that's what the other number is doing. And when my phone died and he was calling me from Bournewood, he clearly knew I didn't block Bournewood's phone number. He knew something was wrong with my phone because he said it in one of the messages. Your phone is like not ringing or something, and he knows that happens to me sometimes. Right. So, anyways, it was at least 3 or 4. I think calls before when it rang. I was on a walk. I was available to answer it. And then I think he called me at least once a day from there. I think there was one day it was more than once. Yeah. So he said he was at the emergency room on Thanksgiving, so he was at Bournewood Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Sunday was the last phone call. And he said, "I'm gonna go tell them that I have a healthcare proxy and all that." He had told me he already signed releases, and you go, how the fuck are these people not calling me? They definitely have profound mental insanity. Right? You just go, they shouldn't be doing something like that without talking to the person, looking at his medical record and shit. You go, there's no way he talks. He was 5 months sober. So you're hurting the person on purpose. You're deranged. So I'm just waiting for you people to fucking drop off. It doesn't even matter what our relationship is. I'm explaining it to you. Okay, that's the only thing that makes logical sense why you do that. It's a medical record. He's not supposed to be taking those types of medications. So anyway, I know what he did. He told me not to go in there because he didn't want me to tell them that. He didn't want me to say, what are you doing? He doesn't need a medical detox. No, he lies. Nope, he's a drug addict and he has a brain injury. You're not supposed to be doing that. He already had 5 months of sobriety. Why would you give a person benzos who doesn't even have benzos, doesn't have seizures from alcohol withdrawal? No, he's never had one, and he's only been gone a week at that point, right? Or 2 weeks. They just keep doing it. So you know that they're aware of it. You know it from the medical record. So anyway, some of these people, you guys are going to lose a lot of medical care. I'm sorry. Okay. Little work in regular medical facilities. Okay. Just if it's been 5 days, I would think a phone battery would be dead, wouldn't it? Especially when it's not off. Yeah, but I'm like, really, I don't know if everyone's having that. If everyone's having it, then it's from that, and it's not my medical condition because it's a little bit concerning. But yeah, I've been spending a lot more time just sitting up, right? Like, because I'm staying up late and I get up early and I'm not taking a walk and I'm not drinking enough water, but I'm definitely not bound. I'll say that. But yeah, it was like nice and flat. Even yesterday, today is a little bit different. So I think I would take a walk. Maybe a lack of soda too. Soda myself. Like I said, it was the weird thing if you've not been through this before. The weird thing is when you actually see the obituary. Yeah. So I think it's good to look at it. Okay. Probably why they do weeks. It's just a process. It's real. You only have to do it basically one day, and that's the time. I think there's like anxiousness about before the services. There's anxiousness because it's about to be like real at that point. I'm not a fan of them. Okay, I'm basically doing it, I guess maybe because it's my mother. She probably want me to do it, and then if other family members are gonna be there for my sister, I have to be a support for my sister. Her life partner, her brother, and her mother in less than 2 years, and our sister has cancer. So it's a lot. And when I showed up here, she walked in and goes, "Where's Brian?" Yeah, so like it's not cool at all. Oh yeah, the Pope has got a live stream going for the um, yeah, I don't get why he took that video down. Didn't scare him. No, I don't think I had dark hair when I met him, but I'm a natural brunette.